It's my pleasure to introduce writer, director, producer Noah Baumbach. Come on up here. Behind these steps, it's a bit rickety. The one and only Adam Sandler. It's around this way.
You got to go behind the poster.
And the legendary Dustin Hoffman. Hi, I'm Angie.
Nice to meet you,
too.
I know. All right. Dustin looks different. Dusty!
This is the longest route to get on stage I've
Dustin,
seen.
give me your thing. Over here. Yes, sir. There's still tickets.
Hi, I'm Angie. Nice to meet you. Have a seat.
Thank you, Angie. We can sit right here, Dustin. Let's do it. Don't be
Welcome back to
intimidated.
London, guys, and
Thanks.
congratulations on a wonderful film.
Thank you.
I know I'm going to start with you. You've got a smart script you wrote. You've assembled a great cast, but were they still able to surprise you or perhaps move you in ways that you might not have expected?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's why you get these guys so they can just make it better and better. It was a really kind of the best thing for a director, which is when you have actors who sort of when they come out of the gate, the first take is just already right there, and then you're not trying to get the scene in any kind of way, or you can actually like press down on on different things and push things and try things, and it gives you incredible latitude, and also in the cutting room you have all these different options. So yeah, it was really ideal.
Thank you. Adam, we know you've got dramatic chops, but was this something that you took on because it was a challenge or because it was out of your wheelhouse, or did you feel it was a natural progression at this stage of your life and career?
It was just luck that this guy wrote an amazing movie and handed it to me and said, "Would you like to be in it?" That was the best part of it. I read it and knew it was a great movie, and it was just didn't want to let Noah down, and worked hard, and that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Dustin, on paper, Harold is Mr. Self-absorbed patriarch, could be very unlikable, but you do seem to have found an understanding for him that we get. How did you get a handle on him? Do you know guys like that?
Yeah. When Noah and I started talking together, because it's important, Noah agrees that we find a way to rehearse, because films don't rehearse in the conventional way. Who's ever paying for the film does not want to hire DPs and crew and everything if they're not shooting, because those people think you're not making a movie unless you're shooting, but you're also making a movie when you're just talking. And we did a lot of did you talk a lot?
I did. I listened to also.
We all talk a lot.
Yeah.
For months. Noah would come up and we would talk, and we found a lot of similarities in our family. And it's there's I think a current that runs through this film, which is it's kind of diabolical if you're a son, and that is that there are fathers who don't say it, but do not want their sons to exceed them. And we somehow get that information at a young age, and it's a partnership. And that's a big example is with, with his character. And I think that's a road we were trying to, get into.
Thank you. Okay, let's open it up. Where is Mr. James with the microphone, please? Do you want to come to the center? Okay, I see Carly Newman. Wait until you get the mic. Thank you. And don't be shy, people. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Carly Newman from Close Up Film. It's a lovely film, really well directed and beautifully acted, but the title is not terribly attractive. It's also very long if you have to do a shorter review. Who chose the title and why?
That's the best question we've had.
That was very good. The original was Yentl too, but we, right?
Yeah, we couldn't. That's still tangled up in a lawsuit. You don't like the Meyerowitz Stories, new and selected? No?
Good. Yeah, we started off on a bad note, right?
Live with it.
I did a play of Arthur Miller's called Death of a Salesman, which is, kind of a classic. And we had more than one conversation where he could not get anyone to produce that play because every producer said, we'll do it, but you have to change the title. No one wants to go see a play called Death of a Salesman. We want to discover that, that he dies. And Arthur said they didn't understand, and that was, I want them going in, knowing they're going to watch someone dying. So I think he has his own. Or I think that you're always trying to do something fresh to hold an audience's attention. And I think it's all through Noah's work. This is family. Yet, that's all we see, or used to see, in the golden age of, movies. Family, family, family. How can you tell it in a new perspective? How can you hold an audience? I think that's just in you,
Thank you. We have a lady here.
Hello, I'm Lindsay from A Different Kind of Woman. Hi. How believable did you find the characters? Were they based on your own life? And how relatable did you find them to play? The family, the relationships in the family.
I thought you were going to say, I hate the movie, but I love the title.
Let me just jump in. My father passed away a long time ago. My mother passed away a long time ago. Noah's family is alive, and I think it's natural for him to be somewhat judicious in terms of answering questions like yours. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all my movies are personal, and there's a distinction between personal and autobiographical. I made a movie, The Squid and the Whale, which was people right out of the gate assumed was, my story or something, and I did use sort of a lot of elements from my life in that movie, but it was a total fiction at the same time, and so but I think the same is true here. I mean, these are, it's taken from all over. I mean, I'll steal or borrow from whatever works for the story, I made a movie, Frances Ha, which was about a 27-year-old woman sort of figuring out her life, and that felt equally personal to me as The Squid and the Whale did, or this movie did.
There, can we get the mic to the chap on the aisle in the fourth row? Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, hi, I'm Alessandro De Simone from Italy, from Gioia. And I have a question from Mr. Sandler. You've been one of the first great stars that embraced the Netflix new way of producing movies. And I want to know why did you decide to have this close relationship with Netflix, and how is working with them?
They've been great to me, and they've been just allowed me to be free creatively, and it was just really close with Ted Sarandos and the whole team. It's an exciting place to be right now for me. They just the enthusiasm is gigantic, and they love what they're doing, and they love getting the movies out there, and they're very never seen anybody more excited about a movie than this movie. They love the Meyerowitz Stories, and they're just excited to get people to see it, and there you go. Been very nice.
Thank you. We got, yes, can we get it right across the aisle? Lovely, thank you.
Hi, Philipp Detlefs of DPA, German Press Agency. Following that, so would you say that working with Netflix gives you more creative freedom and more possibilities to actually produce projects than you would have with a traditional studio system in Hollywood?
They've been great to me. I don't know that there's other ways to do it, but this is the way my relationship with them has been great.
Is there a question back here?
Hi guys, congratulations on the film, Russ Nelson, Red Carpet News. My question's to Adam and Dustin. Obviously you've had the pleasure of working together before, and I think it would be really nice to hear from both of you the qualities in each other that you most admire as performers, because we love seeing you together.
Thank you. Thank you. I love Dustin's incredibly encouraging, and he's concentrates on his own work, of course, but he's about the entire movie and about everybody's performance, and is as thorough with his other actor as he is with himself, I think. I mean, it's just a great person to be looking at during a scene and feel like your partner wants you to do your best you can do.
Dustin also, I'd say, just even though you didn't ask me, is so, I mean, he's so thorough and asks so many questions and sort of just so open to exploration with his own character, but he also is that way, as Adam's saying, about everything, and will even point out things about the script. He sees the movie, and he's a great storyteller, so he would say, like, maybe will people understand this if this and this and this, and there were scenes he wasn't in. It was just about making the best movie possible. He'd be a great dramaturg if
What does that mean?
Huh? I don't know. Somebody on a play.
Dustin, do you have thoughts on Adam?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll say something nice about Adam.
Well, you go first. I have to plumb my memory and see if I can come up with one.
What I'll say about Adam is we as we were saying, we all prepared a lot and talked a lot, and as a director, in many ways you see, part of your job is to see the actor and see what they're doing and help guide them, but with the best actors, there's this other thing going on that is out of your control in the best possible way, because they're drawing something from inside them that's a mystery, and it might even be a mystery to them in some way too, but but Adam connected to something very deeply in this guy. It's something we haven't even talked about that much, but I would marvel, throughout the shoot at just how true and unacted it seemed. It was behavior, and it was deep, and that was, it was very moving to me. Thank you. More? Or should I keep going?
I'll wait till you finish.
I also liked when you punched out Bob Barker and Happy Gilmore.
He had it coming to him.
Yeah.
He started it.
Okay.
Take two.
We could talk about, you were just saying about how it was him if you were a failure. You have that.
Yes, that's what I was going
Okay, good.
to do.
Yeah.
When we started the film, and I was, doing stuff with Adam, and also there were things he was doing with other people, but I happened to be on the set, and I observed it. Noah uses the word deep, and I think what that means is, this is my personal feeling, I don't think actors should play parts unless they're in it. Otherwise, it looks like they're performing a part. Oh, well, so-and-so is an asshole, but I'm not an asshole, so I'll just perform an asshole. I'll just get a few people in my head that I know, real people that are assholes, and I'll just do that. I think we have the asshole in us, all of us. And and it's up to us to enlarge on that. And I thought what Adam was doing, because I couldn't put it into words, I agree with Noah that there was something about him that I had not seen before. And I know him, and I'd done another film with him. And I went home and I said to my wife, I said, I think Adam has hit a part of himself in which he would be the person that didn't make it. And that's as close as you can get to the bone. And I thought that's what Adam was doing. That's to hit that, because we all can, Right.
Beautifully said. Was that a hand? Yes. Can we get the mic to this? Thank you.
And Dusty, likewise, you were just an asshole. You weren't playing one.
Well, that's what's wonderful about being an asshole, is that there's so many varieties that you can do.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marvin. I'm from the Philippines.
Hello.
And I run a social media channel called Post-it Showbiz.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. It's my first time to be on a festival, and it's my honor to be here in the London Film Festival. My question is something to do with social media, because I manage a social media channel. And there's one generic question that I'm asking everyone that I had the opportunity to interview or attend a press con on. And forgive me for my question. So my question requires you to answer either a take it or a leave it. I should be handing on the props to you, but it's too far and I'm too shy. So the question is, I'm a film student, has been bashing your film on social media as a mere trash. Are you gonna take it or leave it?
Is this hypothetical, or is
Yes.
they actually? Okay.
Yeah.
Because nobody would really
Well,
do
on
that.
social media, sir, it can be
Who
very...
is this?
Who's this
Yeah,
made up person?
we have to either take it or leave it. You can't
So we just.
you can't just be. Yeah.
I think you just gotta leave it. I think you take it and leave it.
Yeah. You take it, you get annoyed at yourself, and so then you decide to leave it.
You know what? Let me just leave it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I took it, and it felt right.
And I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there, but if you'd like to take some photographs, now's the time. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and for your insights.
Thank you.
And here we go with the pickies, and I'll get out of the way.
I didn't get the question. I don't understand what you guys were talking about.
We had to
Well,
either take it or leave
yeah, just take it.
it. You left it.
Yeah.
You left it.
Yeah, we took it for you. You left it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can focus on Dustin. Coming tight.
Noah, Adam, Dustin,
Who
thank you all
didn't
so
like the
much.
movie?
Thank you.
Who thought the movie was rubbish? Speak up.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm doing the Q&A with you tonight,
Yeah,
so we'll be
good.
able to have more of a conversation.
Do you put it down and wait 10 minutes till the smoke clears? What?
Yeah.
That that doesn't work if you're full of hot air. Thank you.
Take it or leave it. I think I'll leave it.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. See y'all later.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you. And thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, thank you. I'm sure.